Hey everyone, it's James here from GoodGuitarist.com, and today I'm going to show you how to play Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen in a really simple way, because when you take a look at the original way you play it, it uses a ton of bar chords, and the form is quite complex. We're going to simplify it so that you can just play, sing along, and have a good time. Let's just take a look at what we're going to be doing here. In the day we sweat it out on the streets of a runaway American dream. At night we ride through mansions of glory and suicide machines, sprung from cages on Highway 9, chrome-wheeled, fuel-injected, stepping out over the line. Whoa, baby, this town rips the bones from your back. It's a death trap, it's a suicide rap. We gotta get out while we're young, 'cause tramps like us, baby, we were born to run. So you can see it's just basic chords, the most common strumming pattern ever. One thing I'll note is if you want to play along with the original recording, you got to put the capo on the 4th fret, and that'll put you in the right key. You just kind of put a capo there and pretend that, that this is where the guitar ends. If you don't know about that stuff, don't worry about it. I'll put a link in the corner if you're interested in figuring out how capos work. And, basically it's just to put the song in the right range for your voice. Really quick before we get started, if you haven't grabbed your copy of my free ebook, I'll put a link to that in the corner and down in the description. It's free for all my subscribers, has all the the campfire chords, strumming patterns, the chord progressions, all the stuff you need to get started or to improve your skills. Also, while you're down there, if you could just take a moment to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment, say hi. That stuff really helps me deliver these lessons to people like you that want to learn guitar here on YouTube. Anyways, let's just jump in now. We're in the key of C, and our main chord progression for the most part is going to go C, F, G. And if you've poked around on guitar a bit, you know that F oftentimes is a bar chord. And sometimes people have simpler versions like this, but I don't like this one because when you're strumming, you got to watch out for those thicker strings. So I like to play my F like this. It's kind of like a middle ground. It's pretty easy and it sounds great. We're going to skip the thinnest string, put our index finger on the 1st fret of the B string, our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the next string, our pinky finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, and our ring finger just above it on the 3rd fret of the A string. My thumb is lightly touching the thickest string. That's optional, but it helps out a lot. And the thinnest string is being muted by the underside of my index finger. And that is like a big, chunky, easy F chord. We're going to be, for our main progression, I'll just write it down here. We do our strumming pattern 2 times on C, 1 time on F, 1 time on G. But before we add the strumming, I think it's important to just go downstrokes only. 4 downstrokes per chord symbol, going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4. Just to make sure that you're comfortable with those switches and you can do them in time. Now, the strumming pattern I want to use is the most common strumming pattern ever. I'll do it slowly. 3 and 4 and we go down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. So I like to break that down into, I think about it in 4 beats, right? On beat 1, we have a down. On beat 2, we have a down up. Beat 3 is a miss up, where we miss the strings and then we do an upstroke. And if you're not comfortable with this pattern, you should say miss out loud. That's going to allow your body to feel the rhythm, because beat 3 is the important beat. The upstroke after it, it's hard to feel on its own, right? And then for beat 4, another down up. And to practice it, I would divide it into 2 halves. I would go down, down, up, 3, 4, down, down, up, 3, 4. Doing exactly what I'm doing. Saying down, down, up, counting 3, 4 to fill in that missing space, and obviously strumming a down and a down up, 3, 4. And then we can do that same idea with the second half. We count 1, 2, miss, up, down, up, 1, 2, miss, up, down, up. And we do that exercise on each half. Then we try to put it together. down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. Saying the pattern helps a ton. Miss, up, down, up. If you need more help with this pattern, it's the most common strumming pattern ever. I've covered it in a million places. I have a page on my site I'll put a link to. It's in my free ebook. It's in my courses. We'll talk more about all that later. Now, as far as adding this to our chord progression, it's simple. There's the chord symbols. We're just going to play our strumming pattern one time per chord symbol. Let's just try that out. I'm going to get out my metronome so that we can play slow and steady. I'm going to go down to like, I don't know, maybe 84. 1, 2, 3, 4. Day we sweat it out on the streets of a runaway American dream. At night we ride through mansions of glory and suicide machines. So that's the verse. That's also the intro. And there's a cool like intro little riff. I'll go over that closer to the end of this lesson. But first, let's take a look at the chorus. And for that, we're going to need a couple new chords. We have a D minor, and we're coming from a C shape. So for that, we just take off our ring finger, and we move our index and middle up. And then we can add our ring finger back to the 3rd fret of the B string. That's a quick way to switch. You already have half the shape down, right? So you just remove your ring, move it over. Nice little shortcut. And the other one is G minor, which oftentimes is a bar chord, but I have an easy version where we put our middle finger on the 3rd fret of the thickest string. The underside of our middle finger mutes the A string. The D string is open. Our ring finger plays the 3rd fret of the G string. Our pinky is just underneath that. So everything's on the 3rd fret. 3, X, 0, 3, 3, and that one's muted. Kind of like, see how my index finger's touching it a little bit? That's what's muting it, right? And that's a easy way to play G minor. And we're gonna come from C into that. So I recommend making the C shape and then the G minor shape kind of back and forth like that, just so you can get used to it, to the switch. If you need help with like figuring out how to practice switching, like the actual mechanics of how guitar works, that's what I go over in that free ebook that I mentioned. I call it the chord switching game, and it's a thing that you can apply to any chord shapes. So I really recommend checking that out if you need more help, putting it together and really like smoothing out your playing. The way that we play this, for the most part, like we're just going to strum the chords, right? I'll put the chords up there. So we strum our F chord once, our C chord once, D minor once, and so on. But then when we go from C to G minor, there's a bit of a thing happening there. We strum our C chord 2 times, as usual, and then we go C, G minor. So we have a measure of music, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're playing C on beat 1, we're playing G minor on beat 2, and then we're letting it ring out. 1, 2, 3, 4. We let that G minor ring out during the 3, 4. So that's another thing that you'd want to practice ahead of time, going 1, 2, 3, 4. And do that a few times. Then you add that strumming before. You strum C a couple times. 2 times with the strumming pattern, then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're back into the rest of our chorus. And just going through it, the rest of the chorus has no funny rhythm things. F, C, D minor, C, C. Then there's an A minor, which is like a C chord, but we just move our ring finger under our middle finger. If you're not familiar with the basic chords, I don't recommend this song as like a first song, right? I have a ton of recommendations. I'll put some links down below for some songs, if you want to really get into like the A minor, C, and all those simpler chords. Either way, here's the chord progression. We already went over the tricky bits. I'm going to bust out my metronome and we're going to play through this chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sprung from cages on Highway 9. Chrome-wheeled, fuel-injected, stepping out over the line. Whoa, baby, this town rips the bones from your back. It's a death trap. It's a suicide rap. We gotta get out while we're young. 'Cause tramps like us, baby, we were born to run. Then we're back to our intro/verse. And with what we've learned so far, you can play through almost the entire tune. There's also an instrumental part, which you can just play the chords for the verse if you have a friend who wants to like take a solo, or you can just cut it out if nobody's going to take a solo. And there's the bridge. And this song kind of puts me between a rock and a hard place when it comes to creating an easy version of it. We change keys in the bridge, and with my easy version, the bridge gets really difficult. Whereas in the original version, if we do it in the original key, the entire song is difficult, except for the bridge, which is really easy. So you can either have like easy verse and chorus, hard bridge, or hard verse and chorus, easy bridge. And I've decided to cut that out from this version of the song. If you want to learn the whole thing like the original recording, please let me know in the comments down below and I will release it. It's going to be much more in the intermediate territory and not something that like a late beginner would be able to tackle. And as a consolation prize, I'd like to show you the intro riff. So we're starting off on the 3rd fret of the A string. That's the note C. And we just play that 1, 2, 3, 4. We just let it ring. And then on the next measure, 1, 2, and. So on beat 2, we play the 3rd fret of the thickest string. I'm using my middle finger. And then I'm playing the 3rd fret of the D string on the and after 2. So let's just go 1, 2, and. And then after, I'm going to play the 2nd fret of the D string and then the open A string. So all together, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see the rhythm. I've written it all out with the tab. You can try that. And then afterwards, we just go on the 3rd fret of the A string, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we just go between the 3rd fret and the 5th fret on the A string. 1, 2, 3, 4. All together, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you would do that during the intro and after each chorus when we play those intro chords again. Like I said before, let me know if you want me to do the more difficult version of this song, but for now, I think this is a great middle ground. We had to cut out the bridge, unfortunately, but you're gonna get an easy way to play through this tune. And, let me know what you think about that sort of thing in the comments down below. If you want to play along with me, doing this entire easy version, start to finish, I have a link down below for that. It's on my Patreon page. Otherwise, don't forget to grab my free ebook. It's free for all my subscribers. I also have various courses and other things to help you learn guitar. I'll put a link to my courses down below as well if you are interested in like a step-by-step path, going from somebody who's never even touched a guitar to somebody who can confidently strum or fingerpick or play lead guitar, whatever it is that you're interested in. Otherwise, have a fun time practicing, and I'll see you soon.